Hello, I'm Sharon Gilmour-Glover. Thanks for joining me at Clarity for the Boss. The rainforests on this planet are the most complex and diverse ecosystems that we know of. They are constantly in a creation-destruction cycle. When scientists go in there to study the rainforest, it's very difficult for them to map a path of cause and effect, even in hindsight, because the level of interaction in a rainforest is so intimately connected. It's so complex. That means that something at the far end, thousands of miles away in the rainforest, could have happened that will show up as an effect in the middle of the rainforest, and it will be almost impossible, really impossible, to know. David Snowden uses rainforests as an example of complex systems. Complex systems are the realm of unknowable unknowns. And as I said, even with hindsight, sometimes it is impossible to map a path of cause and effect. And even if you can map that path of cause and effect, in the rainforest, that is really not that helpful, because the next time you get that same effect, it doesn't necessarily mean it's because of the same cause. So why am I waxing on poetically about rainforests, you might be asking yourself at this point? Rainforests and business today, they have a lot more in common than you think. We operate in a world that is so interconnected now through information and communication technologies that business has now become a complex system. Because people were always involved in business, people are complex anyway. But now, because of the way we do business, the speed at which information travels, the degree to which we are connected. So even if we don't know and aren't aware of what's happening in, say, Europe or China or India or wherever else in the world, it absolutely impacts us here. We're not operating in stable, predictable economic times. And right now, pretty much the only thing everybody's agreed on is that this level of volatility and change is going to be with us for quite some time. The good news is that for those of us who are entrepreneurial in nature, we're probably fairly comfortable and excited about now. The bad news is that all of us have deeply ingrained unconscious patterns of thought about how things work in business. And we've also been trained, if you went from kindergarten to grade 12, you had 13 years of school teaching you to think in a linear fashion and helping you look for cause and effect. That is great thinking. I'm not suggesting we throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's a huge hindrance when you're trying to operate in a realm of unknowable unknowns. So please join me over the next several posts. We're going to talk about complex systems, ecosystems as the metaphor, and how you can navigate that and what that has to do with business. I look forward to seeing you next time.